Friends, welcome to the direct taxation paper 7 of intermediate group 1 direct TDS tax deductions ko tax deducted at source. So TDS is basically part of direct tax. It has to be deducted by the person for certain payments made by him. It has to be deducted certain payments made by him. TDS is a regular income of government. It pay as you earn. TDS is the basically part of direct tax. TDS is the basically part of direct tax. It has to be deducted by the person certain payments made by certain payments made by them. Remember it, certain payments made by them. Suppose this is government, this is a person, he has to pay some expenses, he has to pay to some other expenses, payments, that is called, you say to expenses pay, so we known as pay, so that means payment. This payment is paid by these payments on demands on these payments based on the government issue the levy the tax. The government's levy the tax. That is called TDS. So TDS is the basically part of direct tax. It has to be deducted by a person. Deducted by the person certain payments made by them. TDS is a regular income of government. It pays as to earn. Pay as to earn. Somebody has to pay, and then we pay the TDS levied by the government. TDS stands for tax deducted at source. TDS shall be deposited within the government with the stipulated time. The payer will issue the certificate in a form of 16A, the form of 16 or 16A1 to the payee. And the payee will get the credit for TDS, and tax liability shall be reduced to the extent. In nutshell, the provisions may be merely made through the collection of income tax and check on the tax evasion or proper control and information, object quick realization of tax and effective realization of tax. TDS is a basically part of direct tax. It has to be deducted by the person certain payments made by them. The TDS is a regular income of the government. It pays as you earn. TDS stands for tax deducted at source. TDS stands for tax deducted at source. TDS shall be deposited within the government treasury, within the stipulated time. The payer will be issued the certificate form 16 or 61A1 to the payee, and the payee will get credit to the TDS and tax liability, and the tax liability shall be reduced to the extent. In nutshell, the provisions may be merely made collection of income tax and check on the tax evasion through proper control and information. Check the tax evasion to proper control and evasion, object quick realization of tax and effective realization of tax. This is the object quick realization of tax. If certain payments you made it, you pay levy the tax, that means TDS. TDS is a certain payments made by them. When a person pay the payments, so we get he can levy the tax on TDS. So hope you will understand. So what are the TDS payments so we discuss next.